Studio lights came in and they're pretty nice. I actually can see my guitars for almost the first time really well, especially over here. I was never able to get a nice picture of these. So anyway, I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm going to go ahead and say all the guitars that I have and whether I like them and whether I play them, I guess. And we'll try to do this real quick. This is most of the guitars. There's not let's see, in the living room, there's a couple three basses, a couple acoustics, the Queensryche, Tri-Reich guitars out there. This is most of the rest, and there's a couple in that room over there too. But these are the players. These are the ones worth considering. All right, start another video. Okay, so in some decent lighting, I want to go ahead and cover some of the guitars that I have. I'm just going to do it real briefly. The Epiphone, that is the Master Built. I just got that about a week ago. I'm not a big acoustic player, but it feels nice. I may take it to some acoustic nights, open nights, and get it working. These are pretty much my favorite right now. I don't know why. It's everything I didn't know to ask for. The AZ is just incredible. The 2404 or 2204 blue one, that's the Prestige. This one I picked up used for about $800. It's a premium. Couldn't tell the difference between the two. They feel the same, play the same. You know, what do you got, humbuckers in that one, and that's HSS. It's, you know, how I would tell if I was blindfolded and I just reach for the pickups. So those are some of the more recent ones I got. Although I've had that for about a year and a half now, but that's my go-to. I pretty much use that all the time now. Before that, these two. So this was the 652 AHM. I'm still probably can get around on that one the best of all of them. There's just something about that guitar. Whatever I can do on some guitar, I could probably do it 10% faster on that one more efficiently. The 655, loved it, got it. It was blue with a black pickguard. I put a aluminum pickguard on it. Went a couple months before buying, you know, other guitars, and it just kind of gets a little bit of rotation here and there. My crown jewel is my JS 2450 guitar that I've, you know, at least the style that I've wanted for a long time. Z-Sounds did 18 months on that at one point, and I jumped right on it, so that made it possible for me, which was nice. Partially because I didn't want to spend that much monthly, and also because I probably had 8 payments already going to Z-Sounds. So, you know, anyway, that's big battles. I've probably gotten over 30,000 worth of stuff with them over the last couple of years. Anyway, this is my S Series 5470. I've taken the stock pickups and I replaced them with a Black Winter and a Jazz. The middle, I believe, is still stock. JS 2450 has the the Mojo and the Satch Track. Doesn't have the Sustainiac. However, we'll get to those. I have those in the Schecters. Ibanez Art Core. I do not play this one very much. Liked it a lot. Sounds good. It's kind of sits in the other room, out of sight, out of mind. Very nice sounding guitar though, but you know, it's like $300 new, so it's not, you know, I don't need $100. I'm not going to sell it. So it can hang on my wall. Schecter Sun Valley, just got that about a week ago. The Charvel SoCal. Love this guitar when it came. One of the best sounding guitars. It's got the JB and the SD in there. Might be the 59, I don't know, but it's definitely the JB. The JB in the bridge. Great sounding guitar. Don't play it too terribly much. Really like the Schecter Sun Valley. I don't know. It's kind of edgy. It feels nice. I like the ebony neck. There's just something about it that's greater than the sum of its parts. This here, so I got, you know, sort of a soft spot for Hard Luck Kings, believe it or not. I don't know if you ever heard of them. Little company out of California. They basically, you know, got a supplier over in China that they get custom, you know, finishes and all that, and they give them neat names, and they look them over when they come and all that, and I guess take responsibility for them. Some people have had bad experiences with them, but very, very inexpensive guitars. They're very heavy. They're durable. I put Texas Specials in that one. Sounds great. I've bought 6 Hard Luck Kings guitars in my time. I always end up giving them away as gifts or to students. I traded a cat for one. I don't know. Traded one for a cat. All right, here's my other wall. So then, Schecter, man, I got to tell you, started winning me over the last year or two. You know, at the 1,300 price range, they're giving you what Ibanez is giving you. You know, close to 2,000. I love Ibanez. Don't get me wrong. Played Ibanez all my life. But Schecter, they're coming through. And also, improved my opinion of Indonesian guitars quite a bit, because they're all super solid. So the first one there in matte black or satin black is the C1 SLS Elite Floyd Rose. Great guitar, still one of my favorites. I go to it all the time. GT Banshee looks super nice. Neck is a little small. Pickups, I don't know, just sounds a little dull to me. I don't use it too terribly much. Didn't like it as much as I had hoped I would. Or I don't know, maybe it's EMGs, although I really like them in the Epiphone Prophecy. C1 Silver Mountain. So that's basically like that, but the neck is a little rounder. It took me a little while to warm up to that one as much as this one. I still liked this one more. But recently, I don't know, it's made some gains. This LTD EC1000, just got that last week. That's got the Evertune bridge, and it sat here not being able to bend the strings. You know, you bend the strings and it didn't change pitch. That's how good the Evertune is. That thing will not go out of pitch. So Brandon, my really good friend, also very good tech over at Luther, he handles most of my guitar work. He came and fixed it for me, so I was playing that all day yesterday. So here's the funny story. So the EC1000, really what I wanted was the Schecter Solo Custom. But I wanted that in black with the gold, and they didn't have it. So I got the EC1000 to tide me over because it was on back order. Then that I got a blem and it had a problem with the bridge, so I had to send it back. So then I bought the Epiphone LP Custom to tide me over on that, which was tide me over for the Schecter Solo. So I ended up getting 3 guitars, all LPs, and the Schecter Solo Custom are still back ordered, but I can't wait to see what that one's like. This is my first guitar ever. This is my Honey Boo. Didn't look like this when I got it, obviously, but once I had a couple other guitars, I was able to send it off. Great guy in Nevada, Paul Aiken. He does pinstriping and flame jobs. Just incredible work. I trusted him immediately. Shipped it off, got it back a couple, 3 weeks later, and just great job. I love that guitar. It's the only one I had. I think I got it for about $400 when I was 14. Mowed lawns all summer. And just got really lucky, I guess. It's a fantastic guitar. I didn't know a damn thing about them. But this thing has been a trooper ever since. Still the one I compare everything else to, no doubt. All right, Gibson SG. You know, Gibson, I think Epiphone gives you for $1 what Gibson gives you for $3. You know, $600-700 bucks. Epiphone basically gives it all to you. You know, you want binding, and another $1,000 from Gibson. You want, you know, full abalone inlays. They just hold you hostage. I don't like that they do that. I did have an LP Tribute. Didn't care for it. Didn't bond for it. Traded it for that LTD Bill Kelleher Sparrowhawk, which is way better than that guitar in every respect. The Gibson SG I like, but I'm also okay with $1,500 being, you know, the price for the real one. You know, that's a standard. You know, so I don't really want to spend $4,000 or $5,000 on a guitar. Not with a straight bridge, you know, fixed bridge and all that. I mean, you know, these trims are expensive. I get that, you know, and you want that stability. But a stop tail and a carve and all that, and I'm sorry, I'm not paying $5,000 for it. So, Epiphone, one of the first models of Prophecies. This raised my expectations of the Gibson. I go like, oh my God, I love this guitar. It's Zakk Wylde setup, 8185. Plays like butter. Bought this one used. I got this for like $300 with a hard shell case and like a Zoom effects, whole iPhone connection thing. I don't know. The guy was getting out a guitar or whatever. So I've had that around. So then when I got the Gibson, I was like, you know, I don't know. The Epiphone was better. So and I love the LP Custom too. Fender Strat, man. So, you know, I heard a rumor that, you know, Z-Sounds, Americans, they could send you a guitar and split it up into 12 payments. I'm like, man, I have student loans, man. I got a lot of issues going on. I can't finance a pencil eraser. So I got on there, and yeah, 48 hours later, this sucker showed up on my door for like $83. I couldn't believe it, but I was very, very appreciative of their willingness to work with me, and I've certainly bought lots of stuff since then, and I've taken good care of them. So, all right, so that's that wall. This is turning into a very long video. All right, so over here, let's do the sevens. All right, so I've got the Schecter Apocalypse. I've got a good friend, Weston, who keeps buying guitars and then gets sick of them at exactly the 5-week mark when he can't return them and sells them real cheap to me. So that's a good arrangement. I'm gonna send him some links of some guitars I'd like for him to buy for himself. This here is a Harley Benton. Just got this about a week ago. When I was curious, I was on a binge buying guitars. The Eclipse and the trying to get the Schecter Solar Custom and all like that. So 7s. I got the Schecter Apocalypse Red Rain. I've got the 2027 XL. I actually put this up for sale after I got the Road Orange. What is it? Orange Roadrunner Orange. That's 26.5 scale, and this is 27 scale. They both have the Fusion. The Edge. Yeah. The Edge. Well, they have the Edge trims, Low Pro Edge trims, and they have the Fusion pickups, DiMarzio Fusions. So they're not really too different, in terms of sound. Kind of like the Orange a little more. I don't know. This is my RG 550 Genesis, which obviously I picked out with the Joker in. I've got a, what did I end up putting in that bridge? It should be a Saturate, yes. That's a Saturate in the bridge, and I had a Joe in the neck. Yeah, PAF Joe in the neck. And for some reason, I don't know, it wasn't working or it didn't have volume, so I ended up putting a PAF Pro in there. So that's what it's got in there right now. But this guitar has an incredibly straight neck. The action is just digital. I mean, I don't know. You just touch it and you get it. Love this guitar. Not the greatest sounding guitar. Not one of my go-tos, but definitely gets plenty of time in rotation. I did the speed test with it last week. This one here, I traded a Schecter PT Fastback 2 for, because I was selling all the guitars, and I don't know, the guy JT. Yeah, if you're watching this, you got that guitar. I had no problem making this trade because I didn't want either one of them. So I'm like, well, it's fine. They're comparable in value. I'll just change the ad to sell this one instead. I don't care. Anyway, I never did sell any of the guitars. I traded one. That was it. So I still got them all. I was trying to slim down about 10. Okay, so I got my Nuno. It's an N2. This is not the high-end model, and it's also not the cheap model. It's very hard to find some information about this one because there really aren't too many of them. It's got the sort of a higher end build, but it's not Japanese. So I don't know. I think these went for around $1,000, $1,200 when they're So it's not the $600, and it's not a $2,500 guitar either, or $3,000 or whatever they're charging. Somewhere in between. Plays great. I love it. If I had gotten this years ago, I could have been very happy all my life with that guitar. But things such as it is, being a collector, I guess, I don't know. It gets a little bit of time here and there. So the Sterling Majesty, I just did that improv with it the other day. You can tell it's killer. I don't feel much difference with it, compared to the Ernie Ball. It's the same specs. The neck feels the same. It's got a crunch slab. It's got DiMarzio pickups in it. It's got a boost. It's got everything but the piezo, pizza acoustic thingy. I can't imagine why I'd want more. I probably will not ever spend the extra couple $1,000s for the piezo with Ernie Ball written on there. That guitar's great. I'm not, it's not my go-to anyway. Ibanez kind of is. So I'd probably get a 2480 before I get a Majesty. But it's a great guitar. I love it. I play it all the time. Kramer, this was a $179 special, and I said, well, screw it. You gotta have it. Who's the long-haired guy on the straight black hair guy? I'm like, gosh, what's his name? Max. Yeah, he did a review on it, and it kind of piqued my interest. This is the PRS 7-string. So, I've got the PRS 7-string. I've got the 2027 7-string. I've got the, I forget the model number on that one. Prestige, though, and the S series 7-string. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 7-strings, and I don't really play 7-string too much. All right, so where are we now? A couple more. All right, so this Paul also, who did my V, also did this, and I love the paint job. It's an SG, but it's an Epiphone special, so it's not a fantastic, high, expensive guitar, but the work is amazing. And look at that, you put the cylinder on there for the start switch, and really pimped it out, so I love it. And that actually has my DiMarzio Super Distortions from my V before we swapped them out under there, so it's got some sentimental value too. And this is the RS-135 that I got from a customer, Lynn. You know who you are. I arranged to buy it for her, and never charged me. She kind of gave it to me as a tip. So if you're just finding that out now and remembering, I guess I probably owe you some money. But it's been a great guitar. We've cleaned it out. Make sure it's not scratchy. Everything works great on it. It's a nice collector's item. It goes by Comet. So, you know, between the Ibanez V and that, I've got some of the vintage Ibanez stuff. So that's pretty much it. The Harley Benton was a huge surprise. This guitar is like $313 after shipping, and it sounds great. You know, mid-output pickups. I did a video playing blues with it. Neck feels great. It's like a mid-C. Feels wonderful. It feels like the Schecter Sun Valley almost, and it feels like I don't know what else. I don't know. I really like the U's. This is a really nice neck on the SLS Elites. It's just not wide. I don't know. I feel like I can get around here. Some of these other ones are flat, like the 652. You know, you feel that thing. The shoulders, I guess, is what they call it. All right, so that's basically what I've got for now. I don't know how many that was, but probably about 41. So also a couple basses, a couple more acoustics. Lots of other gear. I've got the Tri-Rack here. We'll go look at another area. So we've got that's my BTB. Really nice bass. Got that for a song. Squire, that was the first bass that I had. Never really used it either. So Tri-Rack. This I got for like $90 off Craigslist. Put in an Evolution Floyd Rose Special. It was a dog, and it's still a dog anyway. But now it's a $300 dog instead of a $90 dog. That's pretty much it. I got all these boxes I got to throw out for all this crap that came out. All these guitars. Position. This room's got guitars too. I got an Ibanez acoustic there that I don't know, got years ago for like $150, probably new. And a bunch of cases.